Welcome back to the channel. So earlier this week I was selling my bunker, and it was a solo sale, so I know I was going to run into some trouble, but that's the whole point. I like baiting griefers. So I saw this Mark II guy up here. I got nervous when I saw him, but I didn't think he'd go after me. But then he got closer, and so I tried honking, but accidentally put down a proximity mine. And then, as you'll see, he started missing his missile shots. Here he actually got off his Mark II to shoot at me. If you'll see, I barely survived that attack, but I just moved on. I parked because I wanted to shoot this guy off his Mark II. He came down and I was able to kill him. When I tried blowing up his Mark II, I missed my grenade shot. And I was out of rockets. And then, of course, this other guy shows up and kills me. I assume he's gonna grief me. Thankfully, the bots actually killed him after he killed me. And of course, the game spawned me a block away, so I had to run really fast to get back to my stuff. And of course, the AI in this mission is freaking insane, so I had to fight them off before I could even begin to fight the griefers. And I don't know how he did this, but he auto-aimed me from all the way over there. Thankfully, I was able to kill him with my rocket before I died. And of course, it spawned me a block away again. Since both of them wouldn't let up and this orange guy just kept coming after me, I just decided to activate Ghost Org so that I could get to my stuff and drive away without getting griefed. I like beating griefers, but I don't like getting griefed. When I did finish the mission, I checked this guy's profile. He doesn't have a really high KD, but I'm more interested in his rank. He's a rank 500, which means A, he knows what he's doing makes no sense, and B, he's done this before. This is probably something he loves to do. So I decided to go after him. I also just like to mention that I do understand that griefing is in the game. It's part of the game. They encourage you to do it. But if you do decide to grief someone, you better be ready to put up a fight. Now here you'll see, and this is a problem I have pretty much the whole time he's on the yacht. It's basically impossible to shoot him here. I do end up managing to kill him, but there are so many shots I feel like should have landed. You'll notice throughout this fight that I use BST a lot, and that's not because I'm cheap, but because you'll notice that I get hit markers a lot. And it's not like it's consistently hit markers, but it's enough to where it's a problem. Either he was using BST the whole time, or we just had some lag going on. Either way, I needed to use BST, because even with BST, I kept getting hit markers. Now don't get mad at me for killing this guy over here, because as you'll see, he does try to shoot at me. I'll slow it down here. You can see he tries to aim at me. Of course, he's too far away to lock onto me, but still. So don't get mad at me in the comments for killing this guy. Again, I have the same problem here. I can't hit any of my shots, but he can hit me just fine. And of course, the second I shoot him, he jumps off his yacht into the water. Thankfully, I have thermal, and shooting people out of the water is no problem for me. I cut out some of the boring stuff here, but basically this guy had been shooting grenades all over the place, but just didn't manage to hit me. And of course he just waits behind the wall for me to walk close enough for him to auto-aim me. And since he likes to hide around corners and auto-aim me, I decide to go up on top of this mountain so I can snipe him, so that he can also snipe me back. But as you'll see, this guy has no sniping skills. Like you saw there, he's just trying to get close enough to auto-aim me because this guy's aim is trash, which is why he resorts to using the marksman rifle, which is basically a machine gun with a scope on it. Now here I might get some hate in the comments, but that's just fine. I literally could not fight this guy. No matter how many shots I fired, he always hit me and I almost never ended up hitting him. So I ended up EOing so that we could have a fair fight. As you'll see, we do end up having an AR fight here as well, and of course I end up losing because I'm shit with the AR, but still. And of course I tried to spawn BST on the mountain, but it didn't spawn in until I died, so I had to get it back.
Boom! Headshot!
Again, I'll probably get some hate in the comments, but I had to use the Mark II. I know, I'm booty. It was just the easiest way to get him away from my BST so I could grab it. And this is exactly why I was using BST. I still hit markered this guy after he was just spamming marksman rifle and didn't hit me once. And of course, as soon as I hit him, he ran away. And then, as you'll see, he did snack because whenever I shot him here, he had full health, and of course, I hit markered him again. So I just whipped out the old pocket drone and take care of the issue. You'll notice that as I'm walking away down the hill, he disappears off the map, which in this case means that he went into a Bandito. I actually heard him driving it around. Now, as soon as I decide to fly away on my Mark II, he leaves his Bandito, and then swiftly leaves the session. Oh yeah, and of course he couldn't just leave without a word. He had to call me a pussy, which I reported and got him banned. So yeah, thanks for watching.